The town that vanished overnight, the mystery of Roanoke. In the late 16th century, a group of English settlers sailed across the Atlantic, dreaming of a new life in the New World. They landed on a small island off what is now North Carolina, establishing a colony called Roanoke. But within a few years, every trace of them disappeared, men, women, and children, gone without a trace. No bodies, no ruins, just a single cryptic clue carved into a tree, CROATOAN. The mystery of Roanoke, often called America's Lost Colony, remains one of history's most baffling enigmas. What happened to these settlers? Let's dive into the story and explore the clues, theories, and haunting questions that linger over 400 years later. It's 1585, and England is eager to challenge Spain's dominance in the Americas. Queen Elizabeth I backs an expedition led by Sir Walter Raleigh, a daring explorer and courtier. His plan: establish a permanent English settlement in the New World to secure resources, wealth, and power. Roanoke Island, nestled in the Outer Banks of modern-day North Carolina, is chosen for its sheltered harbors and fertile land. The first attempt, in 1585, is led by Ralph Lane. About 100 men, soldiers, craftsmen, and adventurers build a small fort and try to coexist with the local Algonquian tribes, including the Secauaoan and CROATOAN. But tensions flare. The settlers, unprepared for the harsh environment, rely heavily on Native American food supplies. Misunderstandings and skirmishes escalate, and Lane's men attack a Secauaoan village, killing its chief. By 1586, dwindling supplies and hostility forced the colonists to abandon Roanoke, hitching a ride back to England with Sir Francis Drake. Undeterred, Raleigh tries again in 1587. This time, John White, an artist and mapmaker, leads a group of 115 settlers, men, women, and children, including families hoping to build a permanent home. Among them are White's daughter, Eleanor Dare, and her husband, Ananias. The colony is meant to be self-sustaining, with farmers, carpenters, and even a scientist. They arrive on Roanoke in July 1587, repairing the abandoned fort and planting crops. On August 18th, Eleanor gives birth to Virginia Dare, the first English child born in America, a symbol of hope for the fledgling colony. But trouble looms. Supplies run low, and relations with some local tribes remain strained. White decides to sail back to England for aid, leaving behind 115 colonists, including his daughter and granddaughter. When he departs in late 1587, he promises to return quickly. But England is at war with Spain, and the Spanish Armada's threat delays White's return for nearly 3 years. When he finally lands back on Roanoke in August 1590, on Virginia Dare's third birthday, he finds the colony deserted. The houses are dismantled, the fort abandoned. No signs of battle or bodies, just two eerie carvings, CROATOAN on a palisade post and CRO on a nearby tree. The CROATOAN were a friendly tribe living on nearby Hatteras Island, but storms prevent White from searching there. Heartbroken, he returns to England, never to see his family again. The colonists are never found. What happened to the lost colony? Historians, archaeologists, and amateur sleuths have debated for centuries, piecing together clues and theories. One possibility is integration with local tribes. The CROATOAN carving suggests the settlers may have moved to Hatteras Island, seeking refuge with the friendly tribe. In 1607, when Jamestown settlers arrived in Virginia, they heard rumors of Europeans living among Native Americans nearby. Some accounts mentioned English captives dressed in native clothing, and a 1612 report by William Strachey claimed survivors from Roanoke had joined the Chesapeake tribe, only to be massacred by Chief Powhatan. Could the colonists have assimilated, adopting native ways to survive? Archaeological digs on Hatteras have uncovered European artifacts, like a 16th century English ring, mixed with native pottery, hinting at cultural blending. Another theory points to starvation or disease. The Outer Banks were harsh, sandy soil made farming difficult, and the settlers lacked experience. A severe drought, confirmed by tree-ring studies from the 1580s, likely worsened food shortages. Malnutrition or smallpox, common among early colonies, could have wiped them out. Yet the absence of graves or remains challenges this idea. If they died, where are the bodies? Some speculate the settlers scattered, seeking food inland, and perished in small groups, their traces erased by time. A darker theory suggests conflict with native tribes. While the CROATOAN were friendly, other groups, like the CROATOAN, had reason to distrust the English after Lane's violent attack in 1585. Did a rival tribe attack the colony, killing or enslaving the settlers? Jamestown records mention a native leader claiming to have killed Europeans for their metal tools, but no concrete evidence ties this to Roanoke. The orderly dismantling of the colony's houses suggests they left voluntarily, not under attack, weakening this theory. More speculative ideas include Spanish raiders or supernatural explanations. Spain, threatened by English colonies, had motive to attack, but records show no Spanish expedition to Roanoke in those years. Some modern storytellers invoke legends of curses or mysterious forces, but these lack historical backing. A 2015 archaeological find at Hatteras, including a sword hilt and English pottery, revived interest, but experts caution it may belong to later settlers. DNA studies tracing Native American descendants for European markers have been inconclusive, leaving the integration theory unproven. The Roanoke mystery endures because it resists answers. The settlers' fate touches on universal themes: hope, desperation, and the struggle to survive in an unknown world. Were they absorbed into native communities, their English identity fading into Algonquian culture? Did they succumb to hunger or violence, their bones lost to the wilderness? Or did they attempt a perilous journey to another settlement, only to vanish in the vast American frontier? The word CROATOAN remains their only message, a haunting whisper from the past. Roanoke's legacy shaped America's early colonial story. It warned future settlers like those at Jamestown of the New World's dangers, hostile environments, strained alliances, and isolation. Yet it also inspired exploration, proving England could plant roots across the ocean. Virginia Dare became a folk hero, her name immortalized in schools, towns, and even a Virginia winery. The mystery has fueled books, films, and TV shows, from American Horror Story to documentaries, each offering its own take on the Lost Colony. Today, archaeologists continue digging at sites like Hatteras and Fort Raleigh, hoping for breakthroughs. A 2020 ground-penetrating radar survey found possible structures on Roanoke Island, but results are pending. The First Colony Foundation and National Park Service preserve the site, where visitors can walk the grounds and ponder the settlers' fate. The mystery persists not just for its unanswered questions, but for what it reveals about human resilience and fragility. What do you think happened to the Roanoke colonists? Did they find refuge with the CROATOAN, starve in the wilderness, or meet a darker fate? Their story reminds us how thin the line is between survival and oblivion. Share your theories in the comments, hit that subscribe button, and join us as we unravel more of history's greatest mysteries. Stay curious, and let's keep exploring the shadows of the past together.